Picture an elite young starter being forced to sit in a dimly lit film room and stare down every single failed pass, misread coverage, and brutal drop he produced over a full 17-game season. That is the exact trial Caleb Williams just voluntarily endured alongside head coach Ben Johnson as training camp gets underway. This obsessive, relentless chase for absolute perfection is the primary spark about to set this entire franchise on fire. If you are hyped to watch this offense reach absolute liftoff in year 3, go ahead and smash that like button, share this video with your fellow fans, and hit subscribe right now so you never miss a single update. Let that sink into your mind for just a second. Can you actually picture another young quarterback having the raw humility and mental toughness to sit shoulder to shoulder with his chief playcaller and dissect hundreds of snaps of absolute failure? We are not talking about a casual summary of bad plays or skipping past the painful moments to look at the highlight reel. Ben Johnson went back and pulled up every single angle from the all-22 camera feeds, compiling a complete video montage of every single incomplete throw from the prior campaign. They pulled up the chair, sat down, and grilled every rep with extreme scrutiny. Was the throw placed 2 inches off target? Did the wideout fail to hit his designated landmark on time? Was the play call itself faulty right out of the huddle? Caleb did not offer excuses, deflect blame, or point fingers at his teammates. Instead, he looked directly in the mirror, started with his own mechanics, and completely embraced Ben Johnson's maniacal focus on the microscopic details of the game. What makes this coaching dynamic so incredibly special is how deeply invested Ben Johnson is in every single phase of the offensive structure. Most head coaches across the league delegate massive portions of the playbook installation to their offensive coordinators or unit assistants. In fact, many head coaches rarely even touch the run game installation, leaving those duties entirely to position coaches. But Ben Johnson is completely different. He personally installs the entire run system, puts his personal fingerprint on every design, delegates with razor-sharp intent, and still finds time to individually dissect every microsecond of passing tape with his starting signal caller. That shared obsession between a mastermind caller and a talented young field general is the exact secret sauce that transforms a promising roster into a legitimate championship juggernaut. While we are breaking down player development, we have to highlight the absolute electric rocket ship that is Luther Burden III. If you were not already stocking up on his potential after his dynamic rookie showing, it is officially time to buy up every single share available. As a newcomer last season, Luther snagged 47 catches for 652 yards on a mere 60 total targets. Stop for a moment and consider just how ridiculously efficient those numbers are for a young receiver attempting to digest a hyper-complex professional playbook. Think back to that primetime late-season battle against San Francisco. Luther was completely unguardable and proved to be the absolute best athlete standing inside that stadium. He hauled in 8 catches, carved up the secondary for huge chunks of yardage, and made 6 or 7 elite defenders completely grasp at air. What sets him apart from standard wideouts is his absurd capability to obliterate defender angles after the catch. He blends elite agility with brutal physical toughness, bouncing off weak arm tackles, running through linebackers, and leaving defensive backs stranded in space. Caleb Williams pointed out that Luther's defining trait is his ability to make the first defender miss nearly every single time he touches the pigskin. Do not make the mistake of labeling him as a simple gadget receiver who relies exclusively on quick screens and jet sweeps. Luther has officially conquered the mental hurdles of the system. The complex pre-snap motions, alignment details, and intricate route adjustments are now second nature to him. He is running crisp inward routes, selling double moves, and stretching defenses vertically down the field. When an athlete with that level of physical horsepower stops overthinking and starts reacting instinctively, opposing coordinators are left completely helpless. That brings us directly to our official question of the day, so make sure to jump down into the comments section below and weigh in. Do you believe Luther Burden III will officially emerge as Chicago's undisputed number 1 wide receiver this season? Or is it still way too early to grant him that crown? Drop your raw thoughts in the comments below right now. The truly terrifying part for the rest of the league is that Caleb Williams is actively searching for ways to refine his own game to an even higher level. When reflecting on his overall performance ratings and digital statistics, Caleb outlined a precise blueprint that should be music to every fan's ears. He wants to enter that legendary top-tier category, And he knows the exact mathematical formula to get there: elevate the completion percentage, hit the easy layups, continue protecting the football, and pump up the total touchdown numbers. Let us completely shatter a massive narrative floating around national media regarding Caleb's turnover tendencies. Critics love to fixate on interceptions, but the actual real-world numbers paint a completely different picture. Caleb has put together one of the safest turnover profiles through his first 1,000 pass attempts in modern football history. Across his regular season career, he has compiled a stellar ratio of 47 touchdowns against just 13 interceptions, including an outstanding 27-7 touchdown-to-interception mark last year. Bitter rivals love to bring up his postseason figures and claim he turns the ball over, completely ignoring critical context. 3 of those playoff interceptions occurred on desperate fourth-down heaves where he was forced to throw the ball into traffic late in the game to give his squad a fighting chance. Caleb is a big-game playmaker who comes through in high-stakes moments. He simply does not give the football away during normal game flow, and he possesses a rare talent for creating explosive chunk plays while protecting the ball. If he continues to refine his short-range accuracy, taking the simple 4-yard checkdowns that defenses give him, this offense becomes practically unguardable. If he maintains his explosive vertical ceiling while simultaneously raising his down-to-down completion floor, we are looking at an undeniable top 5 signal caller in professional football. You can feel a total vibe shift in the building as we gear up for this 2026 campaign. Heading into his first couple of seasons, there was immense external pressure, a steep learning curve, and constant adjustment periods. Now, Caleb is playing with pure freedom, absolute joy, and an infectious swagger. He openly acknowledged that the locker room chemistry and team bond are at an all-time high. The connection is real, the confidence is soaring, and you can practically see the fireworks getting ready to ignite over the city. The foundational reason for this massive wave of optimism is pure scheme continuity. Last year, despite adjusting to a brand new, dense offensive system, this team dropped 47 points on an opponent weeks before Caleb even felt remotely comfortable in the playbook. Caleb admitted he did not feel fully fluid in the offense until around week 11. Now, entering year 2 under Ben Johnson, the entire unit bypasses the painful installation phase. They are no longer stumbling over pre-snap terminology, protection calls, or alignment details. The core skill players are back, the nucleus is intact, and the execution is going to be crisp and rapid right from the opening kickoff. Do not underestimate the massive strides occurring on the defensive side of the ball under Dennis Allen either. While national analysts continue to question the edge rushing rotation, the back 7 has quietly retooled into a dynamic unit. The dynamic safety pairing featuring Kobe Bryant and Dylan Thieneman brings a rare blend of deep-range coverage, tackling force, and structural versatility that allows Dennis Allen to unlock unlimited defensive looks. Jalen Johnson is trending toward full health, restoring a true lockdown corner to the perimeter. If Tyreek Stevenson or Malik Muhammad can lock down that secondary cornerback spot, this secondary instantly boasts top-tier potential. Add in boosted sideline-to-sideline speed in the linebacking core with DeMarco Jackson and Devin Bush, and this group possesses all the athleticism required to erase mistakes. If this defense catches even an average break with injury luck compared to last year's brutal health setbacks, they can easily perform as a solid top 20 group. And let us be totally real. If you combine a top 20 defense with a top 5 scoring offense led by Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson, you are not just a nice story, you are a legitimate title threat that nobody wants to face in January. So looking at this talent-packed roster against a tougher regular season slate, will this squad put up a better or worse overall record in 2026? Type B for better or W for worse in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button to keep our community growing strong, and let us ride this momentum all the way into kickoff.